be on time. And then Phaedra got my body together so quick. So if the female wants some sex or the male wants some sex, when they want some sex, they should be getting sex. And if you like, nah, I don't want no, then your ass shouldn't be getting mad. I'm sorry, you shouldn't be getting mad. Now, if you enter the relationship and sex was like once every other week or once a week, and that was the norm, and you know what? I've come to realize that breasts are beautiful. Yeah, they are. They are beautiful. But you know, Candy is setting her straight. Ain't nobody giving a fuck about what you're saying right now. So sit down. My mama get on my goddamn nerves. So sit your ass down. Cooking in Savannah. Cooking or whatever the fuck she was saying. Oh, twerking in Savannah. I hate that dumb shit. If people nowadays always give a false advertisement when they meet someone, and then when they start talking, it's more of a false advertisement, and then, you know, a year or 6 months down the road, you get to see the real fine print. You know, the fine print that reads on the motherfucking commercial? That's the shit that you get to find out after being with someone for umpteen months or however long y'all with each other. First you get the commercial, shit look all hot. Shit look all hot. Okay, you about to all you gotta do is put down $100 a month for a motherfucking car, no down payment. But the fine print on that motherfucker say, we need to do a credit check on your ass, and your ass better have 800 or better. What's going on, world? I'm Wesley from Aconnectiontv, the network, the one channel on YouTube where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. Ask God is the acronym for that. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Before I get into my review of Rhoa, I need you guys to subscribe to Aconnectiontv, the network. If you haven't, make sure it says a D at the end of your subscribe button right below this video, and like this freaking video. Now, before y'all get all up in arms about my tank top and why it's shredded on the front, if you really want to know the reason why, because some of y'all be trying to get all into the business, go to my new website, Aconnectiontv Online, and go to the blog section of that website to find out why my tank top is. Anyways, let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me get into my notes real quick so I can remember where we were. Okay. So last episode, did y'all like this video yet? It's free to do, bitch. Like this video. Last episode, Kenya. You know, Kenya has adopted. I know her role. Her role now is to not only look like a silly hot mess on TV, but her role is to get the girls riled up. Her role is to make sure that bitches is having something to watch as far as controversial shit, as far as dramatics, as far as anything crazy. That's Kenya's role. And so I get it now. And I accept her for being on Real Housewives of Atlanta because she gotta stir shit up. And I'm fine with it. I still don't think as a grown-ass woman she should play that role, but that's her role. God damn it, she's playing it to the motherfucking T. I just wish she'd stop doing the dumb shit, like cooking in Savannah, cooking or whatever the fuck she was saying. Oh, twerking in Savannah. I hate that dumb shit. I hate that. But play your dramatic role, okay? But you know, Candy is setting her straight. Ain't nobody giving a fuck about what you're saying right now. So sit down. My mama get on my goddamn nerves. So sit your ass down. That's Candy and Kenya. Kenya like, Candy, you ain't gonna tell me what to do, but I'm gonna be quiet anyway because I'm done. Bye, Kenya. Bye, Kenya. Bye, Kenya. Bye, girl. You know, when people get all crazy and up and at them about their emotions, silence. Kill them with silence, because eventually they will feel dumber than what they felt going into the argument. So just kill them with silence. I did that one time with my ex. He was just like, what the fuck? This and that. And I'm just sitting there at the computer like, Oh, so Oprah did that. Oh. He got mad and he bust a hole in my closet door. He wasn't gonna touch me. Anyways, we get past that. On the road, Phaedra decides to pull out her breast pump and start pumping her titty. And you know what? I've come to realize that breasts are beautiful. Yeah, they are. They are beautiful. Yeah. So she pops out her titty and she starts pumping it. Now, I don't know how that works because, you know, I ain't got no titty and I don't have to pump milk out my breast. So I really don't know how all that works, but the ladies is like, yeah, you gotta do that. You can't just go without doing that and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, that's norm. You know, that's just natural. You just pop out your tit and just start pumping it. No problem, okay. The natural way, that's hot. That's motherly. I like that. You know, that's cool. Then the ladies start talking about sex. And I don't know how we get on this conversation, but they just start talking about sex with their husbands. And, you know, Candy's like, well, me and Todd don't really have sex the way, you know, the way we used to. It's not that much. And then Nene is like, well, Greg gets it when he gets it. Probably like once a week or something like that, she was saying. And then Porsha chimes in. And I'm thinking to myself, well, she already know the tea. So, what's she talking about? Like, that's what I'm thinking to myself. But I'm like, all right, let's just say hypothetically that Porsha and Cordell was fucking. Let's just say Porsha like, I gave it to my man every night. You know, you're supposed to give it to your man anytime they want it, you know. Because basically what she was hitting at was that if you don't give it to your man when he wants it, then that gives him the right to go out and cheat. So it got me to start thinking, is she right? Is she right? Do you need to have sex with your significant other to not give them a reason to go out and screw someone else? So answer that question, y'all. Write a comment below the video. Do you feel that you need to do that? And this is what this is my answer to that. If you go into the relationship having sex, bam, 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 all the time, y'all some freaky whores all the time, and y'all like doing crazy shit, sex, 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 sex. Then y'all get married and you stop. It's like when someone goes into the relationship looking like Halle Berry, then when y'all get married, they end up looking like Monique. You can't fuck shit up like that. I'm sorry, you can't do that. Love is love, but love is not your ass being lazy, okay? Love is not saying, okay, well, I snatched your ass up, I hooked you up with sex every goddamn day for 4 or 5 years. Now, since you engaged to my ass, you know, I just want sex every 2 weeks, and I don't expect you to do anything about it. I don't expect you to feel any way because we're in love. No, bitch, if you in love, then your ass need to be sucking on this. Or let me nut in this. Or something need to be happening if we in love, bitch, because if I'm horny, I want some. So if the female wants some sex or the male wants some sex, when they want some sex, they should be getting sex. And if you like, nah, I don't want no, then your ass shouldn't be getting mad. I'm sorry, you shouldn't be getting mad. Now, if you enter the relationship and sex was like once every other week or once a week, and that was the norm, I grew in love with, I became so madly in love with you because we wasn't fucking. We wasn't having sex the way that, you know, we just wasn't. So that's the norm for me. Then okay, I'm all right with that. Or if you came into the relationship and the girl looked like a Monique, you know, from the jump, then we good. We good then, no problem. But don't flip that shit over, because at the end of the day, I think that if people nowadays always give a false advertisement when they meet someone, and then when they start talking, it's more of a false advertisement, and then a year or 6 months down the road, you get to see the real fine print. The fine print that reads on the motherfucking commercial? That's the shit that you get to find out after being with someone for umpteen months or however long y'all with each other. First you get the commercial, shit look all hot. Okay, you about to all you gotta do is put down $100 a month for a motherfucking car, no down payment. But the fine print on that motherfucker say, we need to do a credit check on your ass, and your ass better have 800 or better. That's what relationships are like in the beginning. So it just depends on what you show me. But they get into this intense conversation, and Porsha's like, well, okay, well, no, you gotta give it to your man. Then Monique chimes in. And let me ask y'all, is her fucking name Monique or Minique? Because I know I saw Minique when she first came onto the scene, but every time her name comes up, they say Monique. So I'm confused. What the fuck is her name? I'm like, where the Mo come into mine? Can someone help me out? Because they kept calling her Monique last night, and the shit just kept saying Minique, so I'm confused. We gonna call her My. So My chimes in, and she's like the token Kim. She's the token Kim Zodiac of this damn bunch now. They had to get another white broad and bring her into the mix. That's what I'm getting from this, because her vibe is nothing like these other chicks. So she is the token white chick in this school of black girls. That's what she is. So My comes in and she's like, well, I gave it to my husband every other day for 1,000 years, and we still doing that. And I'm like, okay, well, see, that's why shit is working with you and your man, because what you started off doing, y'all still doing. Ain't shit switch up. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. Then, then the girls start getting on Porsha, ratting on Porsha. Well, Porsha, you shouldn't have to do this, and you shouldn't have to do that, and you shouldn't have to be submissive, and blah, blah, blah. And the wife, because Porsha was like, the wife is supposed to be submissive to her man when her man wants it, as long as the man is good. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck that. I mean, if that's the roles that y'all decide that y'all want to have, then that works for you, fine. But that doesn't work for everybody. Not everybody, as a wife or anyone, is going to be wanting to play that role if they don't want to play that role. Like Phaedra. Phaedra's not the stay at home, cooking, fucking her man because her man comes home from work kind of wife. She's not that kind of chick. She got jobs. And so what works for you might not work for others. But, Porsha was feeling upset because the girls seemed like they had Mai's back, but they didn't have Porsha's back within regards to her marriage. Because My was talking like, okay, no. I take care of my man, and this is a support system, and we're a team, and we're partners, and all this shit. I don't know. It sounds similar. Porsha and Monique's situation sounded similar to me, but I guess because My is like 48 and Porsha is 32, they go for My over Porsha. I don't know. Am I the only one? The ladies are going to the wedding cake mansion, and I'm thinking to myself, what is this? Like, why? Like, what? Like, huh? The wedding cake mansion? At the time that I would have found out where we were going to, I would have Googled that shit to see what the hell that was, because it sounds gaudy. It sounds, I don't know, something sounds off with the wedding cake mansion. You know what I'm saying? So I would have Googled it, but they get to the wedding cake mansion, and they walk in, and it's very not modern. And Nene's walking and she's like, hello. I know she heard the countdown, and then she heard action, because didn't y'all hear them say action? And then in the background, I'm thinking to myself, okay, if the cameras are already in the house, who's ever in the house know that these people are already coming into the house. So Tammy, Joe, or Jew, is in the backside. She waiting for her cue to come out. She's like, should I come out now? I mean, I hear them, but y'all need to get shot. then all of a sudden, they cue her in. Tammy Joe comes out. Hey, y'all, nice surprise. I'm like, this fucking reality bullshit is just fucked up. I just don't get it. But you know, Tammy Jo looks off. She looks like she's the protagonist in Paranormal 15. Like, I don't know. She looks like she'd be with those kids, like singing anti-demonic rituals or some shit. I don't know. Tammy Jo looks off. And the house, this wedding cake mansion, looked a little off to me. But she goes into talking about that everything in the house was in the house way back in the day, and you know, we didn't really do anything to the house really. We kept it up. And I'm thinking to myself, you got, I don't know, it was the decor of the house really didn't scream like ancient ruins. You know what I'm saying? It screamed like it's been updated, but with a taste of the past is what I'm getting. But you know, who am I to, you know, whatever. If that's what she said, that's what she said. The ladies, the Tammy Jo's like, all right, y'all here, go find y'all room, bitch. And then Candy go running out like a bat out of hell to go find a room. Now, here is my problem with this shit, because at the end of the day, if I'm the one running this trip, if I'm the one coordinating this trip, I'm the one getting the master bedroom. Let's set that straight. Okay, Nene is trying to be too nice. And I respect it. I do. I like this Nene. I like her way better than the other Nene. But Nene is trying too hard to be nice. Because at the end of the day, they should have already knew what it was. Period. They should have knew what it was. Especially if these girls aren't paying for this trip and I ain't paying for this trip, they should already know I'm getting the master bedroom. The bitches would have known as soon as we got on that bus. Before they even came to the country club, they would have known who was getting the master, because I would have set the rules and the guidelines down. When this chick said, go find y'all room, Candy ran up and went into the first room, which was the master room, and got this awesome ass room. Hell no. Hell no. And then, you know, here come Kenya. Ooh, Kenya, okay, Candy got the room. Oh, that's Candy, you can't do that. That's fucked up. How you get in this bed, Candy? And you know, Kenya, throughout all the girls finding their own room, is starting shit. Oh, Candy, that's fucked up. Candy, that's fucked up. I'm thinking to myself, go ahead, you puppet. Play your role. I love you. You're a puppet. Play your role. Get it. Give me some riled upness. I want to see some shit goes down. What? Play your role, puppet. And so, all the girls find their rooms, right? And Porsha, Lord Jesus, Lord, just bless this child. Just bless her. Porsha is 32, and you know, age is nothing but a number. It all, you know, how you end up depends on how, depends on the level of experiences that you've had in your life, okay? So, I don't fault her, but I fault her because I'm like, you're 32. At 32, if you still scared of ghosts or still scared of sleeping in a bed that's in a basement, let alone, okay, you in a house filled with other people, okay? The other people does not stop at the cast, okay? You got cameramen, you got cameras all over the place. So if shit go down, you're going to know about it. Let's be honest, okay? But she's like, I'm not sleeping downstairs, I'm not doing it. And then my is like, the token white chick, my is like, well, you can sleep in my bed, sweetie. I'm like, oh God. Okay. These some grown women. Okay. But they act a lot. Whatever. The girls get bunched up in the kitchen. The house looks nice. I think the house was cool. And Nene goes off and she goes and she's sitting off on the side of the couch. She's just like, you know, to herself. King is like, what's going on, Nene? Are you all right? What's the problem? Hi, you want to speak? You know, trying to start shit up, the puppet. Nene's like, girl, I'm going to bed. It's been a long day. Mind you, they've been traveling for 12 hours. Fuck that. Savannah, Georgia is that big? Fuck that. 12 12 hours? Nah. Fuck that. So Nene goes up into her room. She goes to sulk. I'm like, okay, Nene, you grown. If you got a problem with it, speak about it. You come on now. That ain't the Nene. If you got a problem, say something. Okay? If you see something, say something. God damn it. All right? So Kenya's like, ooh, girl, I'm about to go start some shit. Let me go see what Nene's problem is. She knocks on the door. Nene, you decent? Okay, come on, girl. Let me talk to you. I, for the life of me, don't understand how Kenya convinced Nene to do anything, let alone to talk to these chicks about setting ground rules and shit. She like, okay, well, Candy shouldn't have got the master room. You should have got the master room. This is your trip. Now I need you to put the big panty drawers on. I'm like, what? I was so confused. I was so confused. I could not understand how Nene was listening to this puppet, and this puppet convinced Nene to go downstairs and talk to these girls and set some ground rules. So that's exactly what she did. Nene became the puppet. She went downstairs and she's like, okay, y'all, we gotta set some ground rules. Now here's my thing. Okay. As a grown-ass man, I'll respect your position as a host of a trip. Okay? I most certainly will. I wouldn't have came that late. That's not my stilo. That wouldn't have been me. Okay? But as a grown-ass man, what you need not do is after the fact, try to set some ground rules for a situation. Because at the end of the day, I go my ass home. Okay? Ground rules should be laid at the beginning of the trip so I can decide if I want to go on the motherfucker or not. Because I'm not going to be subjecting myself to some idiot bullshit. I'm just not. I'm not as a grown-ass man. I'm just not. And if your ass didn't say you was going to get the motherfucking master bedroom, then your ass ain't getting that master bedroom if I came my ass after 12 hours traveling on this bitch. If I don't know shit and I'm going to just decide shit, you ain't getting shit. She like, well, you know, you got the Candy got the master bedroom, and I don't think that that's right, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just let it be. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, fine. Feel salty about it, but like Candy said in her post confessional, what they gonna do about it? Candy was like, what they gonna do? And that's what I'm thinking to myself. What the fuck they gonna do? You gonna tell me to get out? Oh, okay. Try it. That's what I'm thinking. Your ass should have said something a long time ago, Nene. You should have said something a long time ago, because respect is respect. You the host. Great, but your ass ain't say shit. So don't say shit because I choose the room. I don't give a fuck later if I'm not. Don't say shit. Nah. And then go, no. We're gonna set some ground rules. Fuck that. And then my mind gonna chime her ass in and talk about, yeah, first of all, y'all need to be on time. Don't be late. Be on time. And then Phaedra got my mind together so quick. Phaedra got my mind together. She said, huh? Okay, who are you? What? Phaedra said, I have jobs. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right, Phaedra. You better go ahead and say that. I love Phaedra. I love her. I love her because she'll get somebody together quick. I love Phaedra, but she gets them together in the Phaedra way. You know what I'm saying? Not in the normal, what everybody else would do way. She gets them together in the Phaedra way. And my mind sitting there, well, you ain't got to get snippy with me. And I'm like, the token white chick. The token white chick. Because any regular black chick would have got her ass together quick. Would have got her ass together quick. Okay, if you got all those jobs, then you should know how to organize your motherfucking time. I would have got her together quick. But you know, she can't do it. But we moved past that. Candy and Phaedra decide to go out and see the square, go see the surrounding area that they're in. And of course, when they leave, they, you know, talk about the incident, talk about the situation. And, you know, Candy mentioned something. She said, how are people going to talk about me being late? But they came to my, you know, Phaedra was like, but then they come to your workout thing late? And I'm like, Okay. 2 wrongs don't make it right though. 2 wrongs don't make it right. It really don't. It's just like saying, okay, I shot, since you shot me in the, since they shot up the school, I can shoot up the school. Or since he punched somebody in the face, I can punch somebody. Like 2 wrongs don't make it right. I know those was bad examples, but 2 wrongs don't make it right. Okay, so you don't become more of a righteous person, Candy, if you're late because they're late to your shit. No. Nah. I mean, they really can't say much. They can't because they've been late, but an hour and a half, 2 hours late, I don't think they came that late to your workout class. Like, you know, and being spiteful, I don't know. And I don't even know if that was in her head. Probably it was because she was saying that they always come late to the stuff I organize. So maybe that's in her mind. Like, okay, whatever. But it is what it is at the end of the day. The 2 ladies isolate themselves from the group. And so all the girls, you know, the Nene Knights, the Nene Army, go to in her room and start talking. And then they mention how My got read by Phaedra. And My, she don't understand what the fuck red means. She's like, I didn't get red. I didn't feel like I got red. Meaning like she thought her skin tone was getting red. I'm like, okay. The token, okay. Token, all right. Okay, no problem, okay. And so I was a bit put off by this particular situation because I'm thinking to myself, all right, now all the hens are off to the side cackling. And I'm just like, okay, this is what they do. This is what, okay, whatever. So we move past that. The next day, Cynthia is giving gay tips to a mulatto woman. And a mulatto grown woman in her 40s. And I'm thinking to myself, how does that work? How does that match? When Cynthia first came on in the scene, she was a little wet behind the ears. So she feels an obligation to dry up Mai's ears. And Mai's completely lost. She wants to go get her eyes done and all this extra shit. I'm like, damn, this girl, Monique, is about to get fucked up by these girls. She about to get brainwashed by this crew of women. I feel so bad for her. But whatever, she signed the contract. She in it. Fuck her then. If that's what she wants, fuck her. She just, what? So they talk, she explains read and no shade and all this shit to them. And I'm like, oh God. This is not all what gays are about. Like, okay, but whatever. The girls come in and they start talking to her, Monique, and they start getting it together. All right, girls, y'all ready? Let's go. Monique feels she got to get her hair done and her eyes done, all this extra shit. Whatever. They sit down and wait for everybody to come, and the person that's late is Monique. But when Monique comes in, I think she's like so amped and so hyped by what Cynthia told her, she's losing her mind, because when she comes in, she automatically tries to read or throw shade, I should say, to Phaedra. And Phaedra's like, hey, Mama's like, hey, Faye, you here before me? Ow. And I'm like, what? Phaedra looked at her like, bitch, get out of here. But whatever, girl, because you don't know no better. Hey. Like, I'm like, oh, damn, this about to be another. Poor my. The girls walk out to go to the where they going to get the bus or the trail, wherever they going or whatever. My is late. She's like, y'all just gonna leave me? Walk behind, y'all just gonna leave me? After I went to go take care of Phaedra need me in her life. Faye, what would you do without me, girl? I'm here for you, Faye. I'm like, they visit the First African Baptist Church. And I'm just like, history. Okay, history lesson. Let's go. Poor Porsha. This chick thought that there was actually a railroad, a train underground carrying these folk. We talking about before subways existed. She like I'm like, oh shit. Oh, my stomach hurt. This girl, and the point, the poor dude that's explaining the history lesson to these females is off to the side. Like, is this girl serious? Is this girl really, really serious though? Oh my God. The shit was hilarious. The shit was hilarious. But man, that whole session was hilarious. That shit was funny. I was dying laughing. And Phaedra and Kandi are really trying to explain to this girl in a calm manner, because they already know how Porsha is, that it wasn't a real train. It was a figure of speech. And I was just like, wow. I was just like, wow, Porsha. Wow. Then they go have some cocktails, and this whole fucking them having cocktails was really weird to me. Not weird, but I mean, they girls, they females, you know, they talk, they get the gossip. If Monique is gonna be fucked up after this situation. I hope that Monique and Chuck don't want to get a divorce after this situation, because you signed up for something thinking that it's about to be all hot, and I'm thinking like you haven't watched the other seasons before, how they play each other and they talk about each other and blah blah blah. You got to be on your A game. She trying to be in the loop with the shade and the reading bitches that she like, okay, well, so tell me how it worked out with you and Chuck, Kandi, or some shit like that. I don't know how she got into it. That just threw me off a loop, because I'm like, bitch, why are we talking about who your man fucked? Like, I couldn't understand that part. And then Candy's like, well, if you want to talk about it, I mean, we can talk about it. I don't really know why we want to talk about it. Then Monique starts to try to throw shade at Kandi. Well, I mean, he was only with him for 2 weeks, so couldn't have been that great. I'm like, what? And then Kandi like, wait a minute, hold up. What you trying to say? It was more than 2 weeks. I don't know what you heard, but it was more than 2 weeks. And I'm like, damn, you know, like Mama said, Mama Payne, damn. You know, I was just like, okay, she done opened up a can of worms, trying to listen to Cynthia's ass, trying to be down with the clique. Now she about to look stupid. And now her band business about to be put out on blast on Front Street with these girls, because these girls don't give a fuck. Kandi like, all right, girl, if you want me to tell you, I'll tell you. But, yeah, Mama Joyce walked up to Chuck at the wedding because Mama Joyce and Chuck were real cool. Period. That was it. Real cool. And what was funny was Mama Joyce was happy with his ass. Oh, Mama Joyce, you money-hungry chick, was happy with his ass because he was just signed to the Falcons or whatever football team he was on. But Kandi, broke ass, wasn't an escape writing songs just yet. So Kandi was the broke one, and then Chuck was the rich one. Mama Joyce ran her ass straight up to Chuck. Okay, girl, give my little black girl, give her some money, take care of my girl. Now that she got money, Kandi got money, I see the roses reversed. Joyce, you ain't slick, I see it. But they went into talking about the sex life and all this and who did what, and then Kenya, her puppet ass, wanted to chime in, because she was like, well, I know it's not really none of my business. And then Mama at this point has got an attitude. Well, you're right, Kenya, it's none of your business. I'm like, Mama, simmer down, because your ass brought this, you the one brought this shit up. They wouldn't be talking about this shit if yo wannabe black ghetto ass wouldn't have said shit. Okay? Nobody wouldn't have said anything about Chuck. Okay? So Kenya starts to rouse shit up, and she's like, I want to know what the sex was like. At that point, my should have got some balls and put all them chicks to fucking together. Because at the end of the day, my is the one married to this man. Not to say that this man is some prized possession, but my is the one married to him. So she fucked up, but she should have cleaned that shit up. And then Porsha comes and chimes in, girl, well, you need to talk to your man because obviously he ain't telling you everything, which was the fucking truth. Obviously, there's something that you don't know about. Okay, so now you caught off guard because these chicks know something about your husband that you don't know. So now you uptight and you start to get on down Porsha's throat about her man. That whole shit was just really funny. It was funny in the sense that Porsha was not gonna let her get checked. She wasn't gonna let my check her, but my realized that she fucked up and realized that she had to step up and do something. At the end of the day, the girls got cool or whatever, but this episode was pretty good. You know, I'm liking this is the best season so far of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Really good season. Next week, they not making love, but they making up with each other, hugging each other and shit. I don't know about all that. I don't know if I'm ready to see all that, but let me know what y'all thought about it. Did y'all like this video yet? Make sure y'all like this video. And leave your comments below the video about this review and about the episode and what you thought. You know what I'm saying? It was nice not seeing Mama Joyce in this episode, but Mama Joyce is funny how she played Chuck and Candy way back when. I'm Wesley from Aconnectiontv. Subscribe and share this video on Facebook. Double tag. Deuces. Double tag.